السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Oh my goodness, it's been really crazy lately in my life. Been quite busy, not totally busy as in my current job. I don't have that many responsibilities. I would say it's a good thing, it's a bad thing as well. I'm not lazy, I'm not against hard work, I'm not against being active. I love to feel useful. I love to work hard, but maybe God has planned for me in such a way that in my day job, I don't have that much things to do. But my life has been really hectic in the sense that, all these ideas in my mind. I'm trying to do my hobbies at the same time, trying to become a better human being, trying to become more independent, and most importantly, trying to heal myself, trying to get out of my anxiety. There are many things which I struggle with on a mental, emotional, psychological, even physical level. Just like any human being, I think it's a great challenge, especially in the current situation with the pandemic going on. It's not easy to navigate through. Life was already very hard for all of us, but now I feel like life has become 2 3 times harder than it was. So thanks to God that we had the opportunity to go to the university before the pandemic. We knew what life was before and without the pandemic, so no complaints here. However, I am 27 years old, and I think that I've reached a point in my life where I am in a sort of existential crisis. I'm not sure where my life is going, whether it is in my career, whether it is in my emotional, romantic life. When you're not married yet, you're like swimming in a sea of uncertainty, so you don't really know what's going to happen to you. If you're going to marry or if you're not going to marry, it's going to change your life a lot. We cannot deny that this is a major life decision. Whether you do it or or you don't, your life is going to change definitely. So that's why I do feel very, very anxious. I won't lie. There are times where I just feel so frustrated because I don't know. The suspense is really what bothers me. I don't know what's going to happen. Am I going to get married? Am I not going to get married? What about my job? You don't When you don't really have that much satisfaction in what you're doing every single day, it can it can have an effect on your morale, on the way you feel every single day about your life in general. I'm not the type of person to complain, and I'm not the type of person to abandon easily either. But there are times when you just ask yourself some question, like you just think about your life and all these skills which you have, and you're not being able to use them, and you feel quite frustrated because you don't get that little spark, that excitement. You don't feel that confidence or that joy that you would like to feel when you're going to work or when you wake up in the morning. There are many things which I do which are not ideal in my own life. I have been a very patient, very, very strong person. I've been through a lot in life. Since a very young age, I have struggled with certain things, and by the grace of God, I managed to get out of these things more or less. I managed to live my life normally, let's say. I did rise up above these problems, these challenges. But it's true that there are times when I feel like I can't. I feel like I get overwhelmed. I no longer know what's the right thing to do. I feel like I'm stagnating. That's, I think, the worst thing is for me, that feeling of stagnation. That feeling that, I'm still stuck in the same place. I haven't really moved. That's why I try on the side to do things which really make me feel happy, which really make me feel inspired, which make me feel rejuvenated. I have my own little hobbies. I love sports. I love creative writing, painting, embroidery, sewing. I love vlogging, making YouTube videos, etc. Things like that, which really make me feel like they make me feel happier. But I also understand that adult life is like that. It's not going to be glamorous. You can't always do whatever you want because you're not a child anymore. You're not a teenager anymore. You have to wake up and realize that as an adult, we are expected to be independent financially, to earn for yourself. That's one thing. Unless you get married and your husband is okay with you not working. For the ones who are lucky, I am not in that situation. But if you ask me very honestly, if I were to get married one day and my husband wouldn't have any, we would be financially very very stable and comfortable his with him working, and he wouldn't expect me to work, then definitely I wouldn't work. I wouldn't work as in a conventional going out to work kind of job. I wouldn't do that. I would try to find a way to perhaps make a little income from working at home, like making. I love the idea of women doing traditional things such as cooking, sewing, doing things which can bring some kind of income without having to step out of the house. And of course, I still have that dream of getting married, of becoming a mother. That's one of my biggest dreams. I'm not sure if I'm very qualified for it. I'm not sure if I am strong or mature enough for it yet, but it's definitely, I think the time has come. And I'm 27 years old, and I would like to do that not just for myself, but most importantly for my parents, for God. And I think that's just the logical step in life now for me personally. And yeah, I'm really excited about that phase in my life. I think I have enjoyed my single years enough. I've already, I don't really find it that appealing, the single life, being able to do anything you want, having all the free time. Yes, it's very amazing, it feels really good, but then I think I've already made the most of that, so now it's time to move on to other things. So what was I talking about? Yes, 2022 for me is a very very positive one. I started this year with a fresh mindset. I've removed all burdens that I used to carry on my shoulders from the past, grudges, hatred, resentments, etc. I've just thrown all of that away, and now I've started this year with a very optimistic, peaceful, forgiving mindset because I care about my mental well-being. And yeah, it's not easy. There are times when I'm still procrastinating, I'm still being very lazy, I'm still struggling to wake up early, struggling to pray, struggling to be kind to myself, struggling to eat healthy. I'm still learning how to become the best version of myself. Looking at what other people are doing sometimes does help me in a way that when I look at content which is constructive, healthy, helpful, I just feel more excited and feel more inspired when I look at, especially when I listen to what other Muslims are doing and how they are extracting the maximum benefits of life. I get a lot of ideas as well. Just like when I used to watch these bloggers online, I was very inspired. I'm still very inspired by them, especially when it comes to their hijab stories, how they struggle, how they overcome the struggles in the religion, in Islam, etc. Their stories, I get lots of ideas, lots of inspirations. And I'm really looking forward to this year being very, very different. This year is going to be the year of, not the year of miracles, but the year of letting go of things which are not working, beginning a new chapter, probably finding a life partner, doing a job that you love, becoming more healthy, and just changing your lifestyle and making it become like the life that you have always dreamt of. I think that anything is possible as long as you believe that you can do it. And also, it also depends on how badly you want it. So if you really, really want it, no sacrifice will be big enough. Just like when I wake up, if you tell me working out is not an issue for me, alhamdulillah, it's not something that I have to force myself to do. Yes, I do force myself to work out because I know it's good for me, but it's not like I know that this is good for me and I will do it even if it's very hard to get started, especially if you you are very cozy in a sofa and you just don't want to change your clothes and start running on the treadmill. But I do it because I know that it is good for me and I never regret it. So that's just a couple of my thoughts that I wanted to share with you, and I do look forward to making more videos for you. But like I told you, I don't know if it's a question of lack of time, if it's a question of procrastination, or what it is, but I'm just struggling to try to find that extra time to be able to film, to be able to edit, and to be able to post. So I'm really happy I made this video though. I think I can do that in the morning when I get this extra time. I'm very fresh today, alhamdulillah. I'm not feeling that fresh, but I think I look quite very well put together.